Manchester United are traveling to Spain today as they prepare to face Athletic Club or Athletic Bilbao in the Europa League semi-finals, the first leg of this year's competition. And I think this competition is very important for both two clubs, but I think it's more important to Manchester United because, as far as we are concerned, this is the only trophy United can win this season, and the only way they can be able to play in any European competitions next season. If they win the Europa League this season, it means Manchester United will be eligible to play in the Champions League next season. So United under Amorim will be going all in out to win this competition. They have knocked out Real Sociedad in the round of 16. They've knocked out Lyon after dramatic comeback at Old Trafford in the quarterfinals, and now they face a different team, a different set of club, another Spanish opponent, that is Athletic Bilbao, and it's going to be a difficult match compared to the previous two ones which they have faced, Real Sociedad and Lyon. I think Lyon was most difficult game between the Lyon game and the Real Sociedad game. I think Lyon one was the most difficult one because it needed a comeback in 7 minutes at Old Trafford in the extra time to win it 5-4 for the Red Devils and 7-6 in aggregate. But against Real Sociedad, they managed to win 4-1 at Old Trafford after a 1-1 draw away. So against Bilbao is going to be another different match, another difficult game because the game against Real Sociedad was difficult, but against Lyon was a different set of game to the one against Real Sociedad, and this one against Bilbao is going to be another different one from the one against Real Sociedad and Lyon. So the approach of the game must be different, but the end game, as usual, is always the same: to get the win and the job done as usual. So that needs to happen. Remember, tomorrow there's no extra time. If the tie will end any draw, the tie will be decided next week at Old Trafford. So United might only be hoping for a win. But if things go bad, I think the worst result we could expect tomorrow is a draw, because we've drawn in our last two knockout games against Real Sociedad, against Lyon, and we've won it at Old Trafford. So we hope for the same tomorrow against Bilbao. So we all know that Bilbao pose a big threat compared to the last two games we faced. We have played in the knockout stage, and this is going to be a litmus test for us. If we can manage to go through the final, I think we have a chance now of winning it, because I think we can have an advantage over Spurs in a cup final, or maybe Bordeaux in a cup final. So whichever team between Spurs and Bordeaux will advance to the final. If we can make it to the final, I think we have a chance of winning it this season. I know there were some concerns about Bilbao's star man, that is Nico Williams. He has missed last game against Las Palmas with an apparent injury, and there have been rumors that he is going to miss the first leg of this tie. But we've heard some rumors that Nico Williams was past fit, and he is available tomorrow to face Manchester United. So I think Nico Williams is a threat. Also, his brother, that is the other Williams, is also a threat. So we need to be very cautious dealing with this player, that is Nico Williams, because he is a dangerous winger, and he do score goals actually, and he scored one against Rangers, he scored one against Roma. So I think he's the danger man for Athletic Bilbao. So but this is United. We managed to go through past Kubo and Oyarzabal, that is for Real Sociedad. We managed to go through with the team of Ryan Sheki, that is Lyon. So we can also do it against Nico Williams Bilbao. So I think this is going to be an interesting game tomorrow. And the advantage we have is that we are playing away, and the pressure will be on Bilbao to win. So maybe we can use that pressure in our favor. They'll be attacking. They'll be score. They'll be they'll want to score goals, and that means they'll attack. And while they're attacking, they might be vulnerable at the back, and that might be no advantage. And we know United, they always counter attack, and they always injure us while counter attacking. And with the players we have, I'm sure we can work something out tomorrow. So what I can say is that I expect a difficult game for sure than the one we have faced already. I expect a different game structure, and I think Ruben Amorim is well prepared enough for Bilbao tomorrow. So Manchester United team will be traveling later on today to Spain. We are yet to be informed on which players are going to travel, but judging by the training, the live training session this afternoon at Old Trafford, I think we can say that there have been some big injury bursts for us. Two crucial players. Remember yesterday I talked about the possibility of Amad Diallo and Matthijs de Ligt coming back to training or returning back to training with us this weekend. Yes, Amad Diallo and Matthijs de Ligt are back in training, back in team training ahead of the tomorrow's game, but we still don't know if they are going to be among the traveling squad for this first leg. But what I know is that the club will try to give them minutes against Brentford on Sunday. So we wait to hear from Ruben Amorim later on in his press conference to confirm whether Amad Diallo is fit enough, and maybe if De Ligt is fit enough to face Bilbao, maybe they are going to travel or not. So whether Amad Diallo and Matthijs de Ligt will travel tomorrow, we still don't know. But the good thing is they are back in training, and even if they won't travel, which I don't think they will travel, because this is the first training session with the team after long out in the sideline. So I won't be surprised if they are omitted for the first leg. But what I am sure of is that they will be back available next week at Old Trafford, and that is where we need the most in the second leg. Because if you can manage to get a win or maybe a draw tomorrow away, next week at Old Trafford with the home fans on our side, and Amad Diallo and De Ligt is back in defense and attack, I think it's going to be easy on us. So we can't lose tomorrow. That is the only thing that can't happen. We can't lose tomorrow, because losing tomorrow and by a big margin will be a huge task for us in the second leg, and we want that to happen. So Diallo, Matthijs de Ligt is back in training. Mazraoui and Patrick Dogu were seen training separately from the squad. So we don't know if they are not fit enough. Remember, they were both featured in the Bournemouth game, the 1-0 draw on Sunday. So we wait to hear from the manager if Mazraoui and Dogu are fit. Maybe there's some issues with them. So we don't know about that yet. But at the moment, we know Diallo and De Ligt back. But for Toby Collier and Eden Heaven, they are not yet back in training. So we wait to hear from the manager about their injury update. So guys, apparently Manchester United have not won any match against Bilbao, as far as I'm concerned. The last competitive match that United faced Bilbao was back in 2012. That is like 13 years ago. And it was in Europa League final stages, where I think United faced Bilbao home and away. And United lost 2-1 away, and they lost also 2-3 at Old Trafford. So we have not won any competitive match against Bilbao. Also in friendly match recently, United faced Bilbao in 2023. Yeah, the club friendlies in 2023, but where the tie ended in a 1-1 draw. So Bilbao, United have not won a single match against Bilbao. So this is going to be a very, very difficult match and also interesting one. We are going to register our first victory against them tomorrow, and that is what we are going for. So as I said, Bilbao has a threat, and their star player is Nico Williams, and the Williams brothers. That those players are very crucial. Also in the midfield, there's Sunset. There's a player, the midfielder known as Sunset. So we don't know if he was also injured. So we don't know yet if he's going to be available tomorrow or not. So we wait also to hear from them that their team news if Nico Williams and Sunset will be available tomorrow. But as far as I'm concerned, Bilbao did not play any game this weekend, so they rested enough. But the last time they played was in 23rd April, I think, where they won 1-0 against Las Palmas. They lost 1-0 to Real Madrid, and their last loss. Yeah, I think that's the last loss in at least six matches now. The one they lost against Real Madrid. So they are a difficult team to break. So Manchester United, their last game, they lost. They drew 1-1 with Bournemouth. They lost 1-0 to Wolves after winning 5-4 against Lyon and losing 4-1 against Newcastle, drawing against Lyon 2-2, drawing Man City, losing Forest, and it's been a difficult run for United in the league, but in the Europa League, I think that they've done so well. United are unbeaten in Europa League this season. Bilbao, they have lost only one game in the league phase, where they finished second and United finished third. So, Bilbao versus United. It's going to be an interesting match tomorrow, but we all hope that United are going to emerge victorious. So, in terms of team news, I think in goal, most definitely Andre Onana is going to start in goal. That's definitely for sure. The back three, this is where I think it's going to be a problem because Eden Heaven is injured, not yet back. De Ligt is just starting from training, so we wait to see the back three. I'm sure about Len Yoro and Patri and Harry Maguire. So I think the only other solution is to play Mazraoui as a centre back, as a right centre back, and play Patrick Dogu as a right wing back with Luke Shaw or Harry Amaz as a left wing back. So we are waiting to see what squad is going to travel for tomorrow's match, and with the judging by the squad that will travel, we'll be able to see or to predict which players will start, and those will be starting for the bench. So at the moment, we know that De Ligt and Amad Diallo are back in training, but we don't know if they travel yet, and I'm sure the possibility of them not traveling is higher than that of them traveling. So we wait to hear from the manager later on in his press conference. But in attack, we only have Rasmus Højlund and Alejandro Garnacho available. Amad Diallo won't be available tomorrow. I'm sure about that. GW Martin was in training, but he won't be available because he is not eligible to play. I saw Sekou Kone in training, the midfielder. He scored a brilliant goal against Everton last week. He was among the players who are in training. Also, Jadon Camerson also was in training, the young right back. With Diego Dalot's injury, it won't take long before he had his Manchester United debut, and I think he will be among the traveling squad for tomorrow's match. But I'm not sure if he'll be given his start. But maybe against Brentford on Sunday, we will see a debut for Jadon Camerson. Tyler Fredrickson was also in training, the young centre back who featured against Wolves. He did so well. So I'll be surprised if he will be among the traveling squad. Harry Amaz was also in training. He did well against Wolves as well, and I won't be surprised if he's given a start tomorrow ahead of Luke Shaw. So we wait to also see which team Ruben Amorim will go with. Amad Diallo, Kobe Manu, will he start or will he start from the bench? Which midfield two will he go with? Will he go with Casemiro and Ugarte, or Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro? Will Mason Mount start? So those are the questions we're asking ourselves ahead of tomorrow's game.